Hi, I'm Gwen. Welcome to Country Carnivore. Today we are cooking a dish that I will not try to even say the French name for. I'll just put it on the screen. But it's baked eggs. And this recipe, this is really actually, this video is my love letter to Cary Kelly. This is his recipe. If you're not following him on X, you should be. I'll post a link below. He's amazing. He's a butcher and he experiments with food and he does amazing things with eggs. This is one of them. This is our favorite breakfast. We eat it at least once a month. The other thing I'm going to link below is his cookbook. So he does have a cookbook. It is called Carnicopia. It's meat-based cookbook. So if you're on any kind of a ketogenic diet, I highly recommend it. Again, I'll link below. Let's get started on the recipe. For this recipe, I cooked 12 pieces of bacon. I've got 12 eggs. I've got about a cup of Gruyere cheese, and I've got heavy whipping cream. So what I'm making is we're baking these eggs and we're baking them in these little crocks, all right? So each crock uses about 2 pieces of bacon that I've cut up, a little bit of the Gruyere cheese. We just cover that lightly with the heavy cream, and then we're going to put 2 eggs on top and we're going to bake them. So it's very easy. And I use 6 of these. I will eat 3. My husband will eat 3 and we'll be very full for the rest of the day. But I mean, they're delicious. I bought 4 of these crocks to begin with. I'll also link these below and realize like it wasn't enough. It's delicious. So let's get started. Let's just take one of these. I'll take a yellow one because it's easier to see on camera. And the first thing I'm going to do is just sprinkle in a little bit of the bacon, sprinkle in a little bit of the Gruyere cheese. This is not, very scientific here, guys. There we go. And then what I'm doing is I am just covering, there we go, the bacon and the cheese. You don't want to overfill the cream because you need room for the eggs and you don't want everything spilling over, right? So what I'll do is I'm going to crack the eggs into a separate dish and then pour them into the crock, because if something goes wrong with these eggs, I don't want to destroy, everything that's already in there. So I'm just cracking that in there, pouring it in, and then I'll do a second one. Voila. So this one's ready to go. See how easy that is? So I'm just going to cover this up and set it aside. Now, while I do the rest of these, let's talk about what's happening. I've got my oven preheating to 375, and I've got a tea kettle bringing some water up to boil. So I'm going to fill all these up, and then we're going to sort of not top off the pan. We're going to put a little bit of water in the pan, boiling water in the pan. And anytime you make any kind of like a custard or anything like that, right, it helps to put moisture into the oven. And eventually we're going to take these lids off, and it'll keep things nice and steamy in there for those. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest, and I'll show you once we're done what everything looks like.
We've got the bacon and the cheese in here, no cream yet. You'll see once we put the cream in it, we're just barely topping this off. As you can see, I'm still able to see the bacon and the cheese, and I've left plenty of room to put 2 eggs each in these. I just don't want this to overflow, so that's about the right amount. These are all set and ready to put the lids on, and then we're going to pour the boiling water into the pan, just about a half an inch to an inch. It doesn't need to come up that high.
The eggs are in their crocks and they're in the oven right now with the tops on. They're cooking for 10 minutes at 375. And then I'm just going to take the tops off and let them go for about another half hour, 25 minutes to a half hour. My goal is to make sure that the egg whites are cooked. And I like the yolks to be a little bit runny. Sometimes it's hard to tell if the egg whites are cooked because there's cream in there and I get confused. I don't know what's cream and what's egg whites. Anyway, 25 minutes to a half hour, you're good to go.
I took the lids off and now I'm pushing them back in for another 25 minutes.
I almost forgot. This recipe is not in his cookbook. You should still buy his cookbook because it's amazing. It has really good desserts. If you're looking for like a keto treat, get allulose when you buy the book because you're going to want to do the desserts. But anyway, he posted this recipe that I'm showing you on X. It's public domain. It is not in the cookbook. I'm not stealing something from his cookbook and showing it to you. I just wanted to make sure I give credit where credit's due. And also, it's not in here. So I will link his actual X post that has the recipe. You've got my video to show you the techniques, and give the man some love. Buy his cookbook. Okay, I already ate the other two, so this is the last one. I just wanted to show you before I dig into it. I don't know how well you can see that. We'll have to do an aerial shot.
Check out this creamy goodness. Oh my goodness. There you go. Oh, so good. Enjoy.